Rocking out the live stream in the car. Just felt like talking. I just felt like I haven't done a live stream like all day. My God, got so much to talk about. So why not do something like totally the same and drive in my car and talk on a live stream? Something different, something the same, something the same, something different. Depends how you look at it, really. And apparently it's Saturday, so I'm going to go celebrate. And that's the truth. I'm going to go celebrate. What am I going to celebrate by doing? I'm going to celebrate by going to meet some more people. It's really bumpy, this. I might have to, change my dash mount on this. So I'm going to go celebrate, like the title says there. And I feel this is fitting for the weekend. How are you, Tracy? I think this is really fitting for the weekend because so many people celebrate on the weekend. They celebrate. What the fuck are they celebrating, seriously? And how do they celebrate? I love anyone who jumps on this now. How do you celebrate? When you get to the weekend, because so many people are obviously out celebrating, what are they celebrating? What are you guys celebrating this weekend? Because so many people go out and they're like, I'm going out to celebrate something. Well, that's what I'm thinking. You'll get where I'm going with this too if you stay tuned long enough. If not, don't worry about it. It's just another driving live stream. But me, I'm celebrating by doing more work. Live stream withdrawals, mate. Yeah, but how do you celebrate apart from the Lee-teeny Lee? You'll mess with my point. Nah, it'll take a lot to break me out of this zone. It'll take only when it's meaningful, absolutely. And what do we celebrate with? This is the thing. I always used to take it back to my past, what I used to go out on the weekend. That's not about this right now. I'm actually fucking sick of talking about my past. There you go. I'll put it out there. See what reaction I get from that. Because it's all about what's happening now. It's all about the future. And it's all about the successes like Lee has already pointed out. But I'm going to celebrate now by doing exactly what I've been doing over and over the last week. I'm going to do more of the same. I'm going to go connect with more people. I'm going to go talk to more people. I'm going to go meet more people. I'm going to go explain my circumstances to more people in order to get them into what I'm doing because I am fucking pumped. That's what happens when you're in flow, guys. You can stop to celebrate, but what is you doing? You're stopping just to be aware of where you're at, what you've done. You're like, all right, that's awesome. Give yourself a high five. Let's go do more of the same. Let's go do more of the same stuff that makes you feel good. Because seriously, this up and down shit, these spits and spats, this inconsistency, does that make you feel good? That's how I am, man. Still haven't watched your webinar, bro. It's been absolutely crazy this week. It's been crazy, but good crazy. So all I'm stopping to celebrate is like, all right, this has gone right. It feels fucking awesome. Why would I change up what I'm doing? Why would I change up what I'm doing? I'm going to stop and I'm going to recognize them wins. And there's been bloody heaps of wins this week. Very, very small wins, but they will become bigger. Part of this foundation I've been creating is just fantastic. Celebrate future wins as if they have already happened, occurred. Truly believe in that. That's exactly what I'm doing now, Lee. But celebrating by just doing more of what I've been doing this week. See, if you get something and you do something that makes you feel good, and this could be in work, like I say, celebrate by working more. This is me working, guys. This right here, I'm working. I'm driving into beautiful Cairns in far north Queensland. I'm going to meet some people. They're interested in what I'm doing. So, I've got game face on. I'm just going to do more of the same. That's what's been working for me this week. It's worked for me a lot this year, but it hasn't been as consistent. This is consistent. This is flow. I've been talking a lot about flow this week. Oh, I don't know if you guys here, and especially you networkers that are on here, there's a few of you jumping on. When you get in that zone, when you get in that flow, where everything just feels right, where you can't put a foot wrong, where you're unable to get a conversation wrong, where everything you say falls into place and is right at that right time. How many times have you had that? But you've got to a point, and here's my point, you've got to a point like, I'm going to stop and celebrate this, but you just extend the celebration a bit much. Or you're like, well, I'll just take the foot off the gas. There's my celebration. You go easy, dude. I tell you what, my celebrations right now are by putting my fucking foot down. I'm going to be putting my foot down. Already connected with a heap of new people this afternoon. I've had the computer, the phone. I've been just backwards and forwards all day, because there's no stopping it. There's no stopping it. Yes, good reference there, Lee. Be myself. And when I'm in flow, being myself, this is the thing, not being anything else, not doing shit that's hard because it doesn't feel right. Being in flow, being your true authentic self. This is what it's like. You just go, you keep doing it, you keep showing up, you keep going. And I'm not saying it's easy, but it's easier. And it gets easier. So the more consistent you are when you're in flow about pushing harder and pushing harder with massive momentum, it becomes way easier. So when you do get challenged, all you got to do is make a few adjustments and say, hey, wait, I was doing this the other day. I've just changed it a bit. I'm just going to go back to what I was doing because I was in flow. It's so easy. And not take your foot off the gas. Just readjust, realign. That's all I've done lately. People who know me well, I go hard. But sometimes when it's hard and you go hard, you burn out. You simply do. And then when you really should be in a place of flow, that's hard too. How do you get back into that? How do you get back into that? Realignment. It's something that's thrown out there a lot, and people are like, what do you mean? What do you mean realignment? I've been talking about it now. It feels right. It feels good. You can be your true authentic self, and you can just show up. Just showing up, being you right then. Then it just flows. Then conversations flow. Then the results come. They do. And it is as simple as that. Every time I pick up the phone lately, especially the last week, I already know that what the outcome's going to be. I already know it's going to be a good result. And not saying that everyone I'm talking to is in a good place. I've had some calls today, and with the Team Beast Mode International stuff, it's what I'm really, really passionate about. And talking to a few guys today, and really does, when you're in flow, it makes a difference how you come across when you have these times where you've got to actually listen, where you've got to actually take in where people are at. Not just go, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm about. Here's the thing, guys. You can go hard, but when you start to listen from this place of service, and it can be some dark, deep stuff. It can be, and this has happened to me a couple of times today. It happens like nearly every day, guys, because I do a lot of different stuff. And it's not all go, join my team, not all that. Even though that's awesome. So if you want to join my team, let me know. If you can match my energy, that is. A few people have popped up this week. It's been surprising. I put it out there. People want to match my energy. It's been like an ego contest. Still got his covered, but when you got to be in a position to listen and you've been in flow, you can listen, you can take it in. And I tell you how easy it is to come up with a solution from that place of like listening, understanding, being grounded. And you've got someone there who's in pain, you can just like, all right, be on that, not that level. Don't lower your vibration or energy or anything for it. Just be on that level where you can come across and say, I understand, man, but here's how you go. This is the steps. This is what you do. And the fact that you come from that place where they know you're listening, it can be tough, guys. I've been in this spot before where I've had to talk about all my shit. For years I did it, and it's a really, really tough conversation to have. And the people listening to you, they're like, holy crap. But when you're in flow and you're in a position to be like this and you can change it up, that's pretty powerful, I reckon. And that's what it's been for me the last few days. Especially today, there's been a couple of calls that have been hardcore. They've been tough. Tough for the other person, but because I've been in a place I'm like, no, I've been in flow. This is not going to mess with my flow. This is actually going to help with my flow. And now I'm just cruising into town, going to meet some people. Already happened. They're already joining my team. I tell you what. Cal, how are you? When you click and find what aligns with you, you can't help but want to work. Yeah, absolutely, Cal. I've got to say, I've taken it. I told you earlier today when we were chatting, I've taken a bit on board from what you've been talking about this week. And it's so true. There's like, when you're aligned, when you're in flow, shit happens. It happens. Like, good shit. The people show up. The conversations happen. Be it leading into a business. Be it if just something you want to just be around good people and you're in flow, you just have next level conversations about like aliens and unicorns and stuff. Is that next level? I think it's just normal. But my point today, guys, my point this afternoon is I just wanted to share it with you. If you come to a place where you're in flow and you're out of alignment or something, it becomes hard, you've got to check yourself. You've got to. And if you haven't got a way to check yourself, you're not in that position where you're self-aware enough, you've got to get into an accountability program where you can be around people that uplift you, where you can be around people that notice this before you, and they can realign you for you. They can point out some stuff. Cool thing about being a coach or a mentor or being in a leadership role in a team is you can pick up on things because you've been through them before. You've seen this happen, and you can see warning signs, and you can see things shift, and be able to point that out for a team member or someone who's in your environment. Like I say, with Better Way, I've shifted that a bit. Be able to point that out. That can help someone immensely. That can keep someone in their flow. That can keep them getting results or push to get that result. Because like I say, when things get hard and you keep letting them be hard, but you keep pushing and they get harder and harder, you keep pushing with something that may have worked a long time in the past but doesn't work now, you'll give up. If you don't give up, you'll get frustrated, you'll get pissed off, you'll get erratic, you'll make ridiculous decisions based on emotions. That's what happens. Cool word come up last night. I talked about it a bit, synchronicity. I was going to talk about this, but I'm going to talk about this now. And Lee Lynch, I was telling you, man, it's like, this is what happens when you're in flow and the universe, if you're into the universe, it's up to you, is throwing you signs. Last night I was talking to a friend who I've only really met once or twice about a month ago in Melbourne, and she just randomly messaged me and called me from someone else's Facebook. Random as, and like, what am I going to do here? I'm like, I don't know who this is for a start. It's a random name, but then I seen a couple of pictures come up, like, oh yeah, I know who that is. Ah, cool. Oh, I'm driving at the moment. It must be important. It's like super important answer. So I pulled over, and this friend of mine, she'd been in Melbourne for an event, training event. One of her friends was in a celebrity boxing fight on TV. I'm not going to mention names here. And I'll get to that comment in a minute. I'm like, this is important. I'm in flow. And she was watching, a celebrity boxing match last night with one of her friends was in it. And she went into a random Irish pub in Melbourne. And there was a young girl out the front, or a young lady, we'll say. I don't know how old she was. From Scotland. Random as. This is random as. My friend's from Sydney, in Melbourne. How are you, Claire? And out the front going, what's wrong? What's up? Just broken up with her boyfriend, all this stuff's going on. They got to talking and they connected through Facebook, as we do in this world. And my friend's like, wow, you're mutual friends with me. She's like, how do you know him? This is all last night, random as, guys. Synchronicity. I had to share this. It's like, gave me goosebumps. And she's like, yeah. I watch him on social media. And these two have just met randomly in Melbourne. And that comes back to a good mate of mine, Aaron Baldock, was saying before. When you're in flow and you're putting out a lot of good energy and everything, what it is a mirror is coming back to you from the universe. It's mirroring the good intention you put out, the good you put out there. When you're in flow, that happens a lot more. When the good energy is going out, it comes back. So to me last night, that was a big sign of things. Like, for me, I want to make a big impact, guys. As simple as that. It's why I do this. It's why I show up all the time. I want to share like anything I learn, anything that's changed my life, anything that is changing my life or anyone around me. And that last night was like a big wow moment. This girl from Scotland, she's traveling to Australia, random middle of nowhere. A friend of mine, random middle of nowhere, calls me up out of nowhere. They have this conversation, and this girl's been following me for 12 months. Never, ever spoken to her in my life. That's unbelievable. I'm waiting on a call tomorrow now. She wants to join my team. What? Where? But that's what it's about, guys. You put out the good. You're in flow. You're in alignment. This good shit happens. It does. The more it happens too, the more you go. Just had to share that. That gives me tingles. That story. I'll be telling that story for a long time. Especially if I catch up with this young lady, which I probably could. Especially if she joins my team. I'll get to this now. My feedback mean a lot. Flow is everything, and I believe the key to happiness. Absolutely, Cal. It is, Cal. And my feedback, everything you're doing is just you. You just have to believe in yourself more. Listen to me, not your husband. Even though we're saying the same shit. What do we got here? Experiencing crazy amounts of synchronicities lately in the past year. Seeing double numbers. 11. I see that every day, dude. every day. When you see 1111 111, just take note of what you're doing or who you're messaging or who you've just spoken to, who you're about to speak to, what post you're looking at, where you're driving. Take note of that stuff when these numbers come up. It means something. Anyway, I don't know if I've gone off track. I don't really care because I'm in flow. Shit's working. It's meant to happen. That's right, man. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, Mr. Lee Lynch. You just tell me what she needs to hear and I'll pass it on. It's not how it works, Cal. It's not how it works. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to share that with you. How do you get into flow, Bart? That's really, really important. How do you get into flow? How do you get into alignment? You've got to really, really I'm going to use the phrase look outside the box, because you're keeping yourself in this box and you haven't had something in life. So you protect yourself from looking outside of it to find out what is different you can change to bring you into this alignment. To be able to say, all right, I've got to do this, this, and this, because that person in life, they're sort of doing what I'm doing. How did they get there? Obviously not by what you guys are doing on here now, if this resonates with you. So how do you get there? You've got to reach out to people who are doing it. Like I say, get in that environment. Get into an accountability program. Join a team. I've been going big on team lately and all about the energy and people who really want it. So if you really want to get into this flow, you really want to get into alignment, what do? You join a team. Get in a team environment. It's awesome. And you know what? This could be anything. I'm always putting my stuff out there because that's important to me. Because I want people to join what I'm doing, because it's changed my life and continues to change mine. But for me, it's the team around me that I'm helping with them getting into alignment, with them finding their purpose, with them finding that energy and drive in their life, bringing them into alignment. Not by copying me. It's not about that. It's about by finding what people makes them feel good and having an understanding of this from my own journey, from having Lee Bundy as a superstar coach, from aligning me here and there, for having people in my environment like Lee and Cal Lynch, everyone else who's on here in my environment, getting into something like that, that's what helps you get into alignment and stay there. Get into that flow so you can create, so you can inspire, so you can motivate, so you can build your own team, so you can make your own changes in your life for them around you. That's what it's about. Anyway, that's mine. Get in touch. If you want to join my team, I'm going to put the word team on it. If you want to get into my environment, you've got to match my energy in some regard, or you've got to really want change. Seriously, you've really got to want to change. Get in contact me, inbox me, tell me why you want to change, what are you going to do about it. You want to work with me, it's a big call. Big call. Energy is infectious, man. If you have a team that runs with high energy, you'll catch it. Like I said the other day, I'm in flow, massive momentum. Just tag on, guys. Jump in with the flow. I'll see you later.